Hey everyone, Janice this side and welcome to AI Central. Recently launched models by Deepseek has grabbed the user's attention and it is now essential to draw some comparison between existing trending LLMs like ChatGPT and Deepseek. So let's get started. As we know, ChatGPT was launched back then in 2022, while the recent models by DeepSeek were launched in January 2025. Various models by OpenAI includes GPT-4o, GPT 3.5, then O1 Preview, DAL-E, and Whisper. And for DeepSeek, we have various models like DeepSeek V3, R1, DeepSeek Code, and V2 models. The origin country of ChatGPT is USA, and for DeepSeek, it is China. Now, when it comes to understanding natural language or say writing creative responses, storytelling, coding, so for this particular tasks, ChatGPT is much more balanced and is much more capable of handling such use cases. And to the contrast, for DeepSeek, it is strong in mathematical part, reasoning part, and generating structured responses. Next, ChatGPT possesses multimodality, which means simultaneously it is capable of understanding text, image, or say audio input and generate appropriate answers according to it. While DeepSeek is not multimodal, it is capable of understanding the text and responding in text format only. We can have conversations in text form and no other input is accepted by DeepSeek. Now, the API provided by ChatGPT is widely adopted and is available with proper documentation, and it has occasional issues, but it is comparatively more stable than DeepSeek. Now, DeepSeek offers developer-friendly API with OpenAI compatibility, but as it is newer, so it gets affected by the attacks and which leads to temporary service down. For ChatGPT, the as the API is highly stable, it is being used by the businesses to integrate into the use case where LLM is required. For DeepSeek, it offers API with OpenAI compatibility, but due to some service issues or say more number of users accessing the APIs, so it leads to the suspend of services due to high traffic. Next, ChatGPT is not open source. It is available via API and ChatGPT UI, and we cannot just modify or say fine tune it as per our requirements. We can do it in certain constraints only. But DeepSeek is open source. We can download it on our local system, and developers can modify it as per their requirements. The UI, it offers us three packages we can say, which is free, plus, and pro. Free comes with access to GPT-4o, then standard voice mode, and various other features. And to the contrast, we have plus and pro, which has more advanced features and provides the accessibility to various models of OpenAI. So depending on the packages that OpenAI offers in the form of free, then plus and pro, we can recharge or say top up or say subscribe to its services. And for the API part, if we want to access OpenAI's O1 model, then O3 mini, GPT-4o or GPT-4o mini. So for various models, we need to pay and we will be charged based on the tokens that we give in the form of input and the model generates in the form of output will be the cost of that particular call. For DeepSeek, if I say in USD, we have Deepseek Chat and Deepseek Reasoner model. So depending on the input and output we are charged, but it is comparatively much lesser than existing pricing by other LLMs. Next, there is proper documentation for OpenAI, and it is more older, we can say, than DeepSeek. It is well maintained and end to end every detail is available. For the newer versions it releases, so for that also we have latest documentation. And for DeepSeek, this documentation is comparatively newer than ChatGPT, but though it has it provides us to access the APIs using Python and Node.js, and also this is available as the part if we want to call the API. Next we have up is the pricing part, as I mentioned, token based, and depending on the context window we have various pricings for the various models by ChatGPT and DeepSeek. Now for ChatGPT is more capable of handling various questions, be it controversial questions, research related questions, coding questions, or say creative writing questions. So it is much more capable of understanding and generating human based conversations, and it tries to take up the questions as this challenge and helps the users with balanced perspectives. But to the contrast, DeepSeek avoids any controversial topics and does not generate the final answer. To the question including some controversial things, it it like things in the background, but it will not generate the final answer and tells that it cannot generate the answer, or say it cannot answer this. So rather than engaging, it just shuts off its mouth, we can say. Now DeepSeek is from this we can say DeepSeek is more conservative in filtering content, but to the contrast, ChatGPT is flexible in handling and answering the questions. Now the quick review that which one is better and for which use cases we need to adapt which model, right? It is much more important. And for the creative or say natural conversation and multimodal applications, we can go for ChatGPT. And if our applications includes maths, logic, and reasoning part, so for this purpose DeepSeek is best, so we can go for DeepSeek. And it all depends on the use case or say scenario which we are solving, and one size doesn't fit all. So depending on what use case or what real time scenario you are handling, we need to select the respective models. So this was all about today's video. See you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to AI Central, comment down below, and do like this video.